a man that somehow I have text messaged with 5,000 times, but actually never sat down and met until this moment. Brad McCown, the promoter at Atomic Speedway in Ohio. Brad, you've made a lot of news this offseason. It is going to be a big year at Atomic. You announced a $50,000 to win race in May with the Lucas Oil Series. So many other things that you're doing. I guess I just want to know, from my perspective, how excited is Brad McCown about next year?
We're really excited. I brought my wife with me this weekend. Danny Smith rode up with us, sprint car driver. But big year planned. Most people don't know, but there's another little announcement going to be made tonight, maybe, on the modified side of that Buckeye Nationals deal. So, kind of teamed up with a little group, going to make it a 5,000 win show, but we'll announce all that tonight, hopefully. So you didn't even know about that,
did you? know about that. I did not know about that.
But yeah, I mean, and you were just talking to Kelly Carlton there. I got a show with him this year too. It's just a 3,000 win show, but we'll try that, see how it goes. And I sent Rod Conley a text the other night and told him, we got like the 10,000 win show, the 50,000 win show, 4 or 5 3,000 win shows, my Buckeye Week show deal, and should be a great year around Ohio for a late models period.
I think that it's Eddie Carey Jr. and I were talking about this. He's kind of considering, he says, we struggled on the Lucas Tour last year. I don't know if I want to run it full time because tracks around me are making such a big push. And he used you as the primary example of that. You really are kind of, in my opinion, and of course PRP has a lot of big races too, but you're trying to bring back that traditional South Central Ohio thing, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, a lot of these, Eddie, he's a top-notch driver. Jackie Boggs. Of course, Jackie don't travel like Eddie did with Lucas and stuff, but I want to keep them guys around here. I mean, it's nice to see him go out and travel and all that stuff, but I talked to Eddie earlier in the year, too. Of course, he announced that he said his plans would be determined by what he does in Florida and stuff, and after our race and then the one in Indiana. But, it would be nice to keep Eddie around. He had mentioned that he'd like to run the Dirt Week thing, and that's a good selling point when you go to offer this stuff to other tracks. I leased a couple tracks last year for that Dirt Week deal, and they seen how good it ended up. I didn't have to worry about leasing anything this year. I kind of kept the 2 shows. The midweek deal is kind of hard, but I've had a couple tracks inquire about that, and I also might have a track on Monday that we haven't announced yet. So that may be a 9 shows and 10-day deal. So it'd be a pretty cool deal.
You have you have the Lucas Oil race early in the season. You've got the $50,000 Lucas Oil race, modified specials, sprint car specials. You run Buckeye Dirt Week, which we had some great finishes of, some highlights here. It ended up being a great tour. What I want to know is, does Brad McCown ever sleep? If so, when? And are you not nervous, but you look at this year like, man, there's going to be a lot to do this year.
Well, I just try and keep busy. That's the biggest thing. My wife kind of gets on me about too much, but we've also got our other little track back now, Jackson County Speedway, where all this madness started. I was just talking to the Dixon family over there, and they're excited to have it back. It's a little quarter mile bull ring, but that's it's got guardrail all the way around it, and that's where all this started. So hopefully we can keep both tracks running either Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. But there's a lot of stuff. I may throw a Dirt Week race over there on Tuesday. You never know what we're going to do. So just depends how the season's going. But start off with a bang, Lucas Oil right off the bat. And, I've never got to thank the boys in Indiana for letting me add that race last year. They didn't have to do that. Rick Schwally from Lucas Oil called them and asked them if it was okay, because that was usually the opener. And they said, sure, go ahead. And, it was a home run, our biggest crowd all year last year. So, if you can start off like that, and, of course, it's where Superman put on his cape and took off, I guess. Give Jonathan a little plug there. But, how dominant was he last year? And to start there and win there, and, snow on the track 6 days before we got it cleared off. Was it a little rough? Yeah. Did Jimmy Owens break the track record by 6/10? Yeah. It was just – I've watched Essex call that 100 times on on YouTube where he called that. Are you kidding me? When he says that, it's just –
he says that a lot.
Yeah,
yes,
he says that a lot.
Yes, he does.
But, it's just everything's a cool deal. And then to come up here to PRI, meet you for the first time after talking to you for 2 years. And, and I think, of course, nobody knows. We may work a little something out.
I think we're working on a few things this year, too. We're going to wait on that announcement, just like the mod announcement.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just big year all around. And, of course, we got all kinds of sprint stuff. I talked to the Roger Slack and Jared Frood from All-Stars in Eldora. Told them I wanted the finale for the All-Stars if it was possible. They made it happen. So we got 20,000 win sprint car show at the end of the year. So I didn't want to leave them out because, a lot of my locals around there love sprints. So, but we tried to mix it all in, 34 shows or something like that. If Jackson, that'll be 26 shows, and 8 or 10 for dirt weeks. So it'd be a busy year.
Basically, folks, the busiest man in the history of motorsports
I
right
don't know
here.
about that, but
Brad, it was nice to finally meet you. We
too,
wish
buddy.
you so much luck this year. Good luck with everything.
Good luck
bud.
this week. Thanks. Appreciate it.